It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Milton Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and 12. He'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Marquise Bell in on that stop. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll go again with Tracy. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown from 6 yards away.
And the Giants will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw here. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau,
the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Right back to Tracy.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy to about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On to give, it's Tracy.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Isaac throwing the out route incomplete. It's Weaver. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second down and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So a 2nd NFL interception for him, and he is looking the part here in year 1.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs.
And now an audible here into something else.
18, go!
Throwing to start the drive. Isaac.
That one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Isaac.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We've given you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll set up a throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
They'll drop the throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Cowboys take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Isaac. And the catch made by Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
60 bison, 60 bison.
On the ground, here comes Tracy.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
52 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Here's 2nd and 3.
Go trap, go trap.
Tracy trying the right side.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Third down and 1.
Go! Chop alert! Check go!
Running left is Tracy.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go!
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Cougar 19! Eagles, 60 Eagles!
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Operating from the gun, Isaac. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Looking to throw. Isaac. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Isaac, complete. It's Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Check go.
On the run is Tracy.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 41, here's 2nd down at 7.
Back to throw. Isaac. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Weaver. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Tracy, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
60 Bobcat.
2nd and 13.
Hyatt able to make the catch downfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's another New York Giants.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tracy, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tracy, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Third and 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle they go. Tracy, no gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He was taken down by DeVore.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit.
He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And his kick is indeed good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff up the middle. Tracy trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Isaac. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Tracy. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he'll go at the 25.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tracy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division.
And now here's another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Well, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll run on 1st down. Tracy, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go, set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Isaac. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're